Hey everybody, my name's Kayla. This is Briella. Say hi, Briella. Say hi. I just wanted to talk a little bit about infant acid reflux and kind of just start vlogging about our journey here. Briella is 2.5 months old. She was born on June 22nd of this year, 2018. What are you doing, baby? And we have just been having issues with her stomach since pretty much the day she was born. My son Xavier, he will be 4 this November, and he suffered with acid reflux as well, but he outgrew his acid reflux by the time he was probably about 9 months old. And Briella here is just having a really hard time. I don't remember it being this bad with my son. He took 2 different medications. They tried, I want to say it was Prevacid at first, and then they gave him Zantac. While he hated the way it tasted, he did great on it. He took the Zantac and that was it. With Briella, it's been a little bit more difficult. I wanted to breastfeed her when she was first born because I didn't get to breastfeed my son. He was 9 pounds 7 ounces when he was born, and so he wanted to eat a lot, and my milk was just really not coming in, so I wound up just giving him the bottle because I just felt horrible listening to him scream in hunger. So I went ahead and I gave him the bottle. With Briella, I breastfed her for the first month. I immediately recognized the symptoms of acid reflux. She was arching her back when she was eating. She would scream when she was eating. I could hear the acid coming up, and I knew from my son that immediately that that's what it was. So we took her to the doctor, and they said that they wanted to start her on medicine. So they started her on Zantac because I had told them that that was what worked for my son. And so they tried her on the Zantac. Well, the Zantac didn't work. Excuse me, I usually have to get up and walk around with her because the acid bothers her, and so I gotta kind of bop her up and down here. So they tried her on the Zantac. It didn't do much for her. And then they decided that they were gonna try her on Prevacid. Well, the Prevacid didn't work for her either. Then at that point they decided, let's try to test her poop. So they tested her poop for blood. Well, the blood came back positive in her poop, and so they had said they thought that she had a dairy allergy, and I told them, well, I have thought about that already, and I have actually been 10 days dairy free by the time they tested her poop for blood. So 10 days dairy free, breastfeeding, and she was testing positive for blood in her poop. Say hi to everybody, baby girl. You like to see yourself. So at that point, I had said to them that I kind of just wanted to try switching her to some hypoallergenic formula. So they decided we would try Nutramigen. So we put her on Nutramigen, and at this point she was switched over to Prilosec. So the Prilosec is a little powder. I just open up the little packet and put the powder in a bowl, in a little tiny bowl, and I put some water on top of it, and then I just suck it up with a syringe and I give it to her before her bottle. So that's currently what she's on, and she's on Nutramigen formula. So after about 2 weeks of her taking the drinking the Nutramigen formula rather, and taking the Prilosec, she was still having blood in her poop. So the doctor decided that they wanted to schedule her for a barium swallow. So we went and we got the barium swallow done, and what that revealed was that her stomach is not emptying into her small intestine within an acceptable amount of time. So that's what we're dealing with right now. They scheduled her to go to the gastroenterologist, and that's what we did today, right, Miss Briella? We went to the gastroenterologist, right? So we had her at the gastroenterologist today, and I was pretty disappointed. So Briella has not been gaining proper weight. She was born 8 pounds 7 ounces. She started out in the 78th percentile for her weight. In about the first month of her life, she went from the 78th percentile to the 52nd percentile. And today, when we took her to the gastroenterologist at 2.5 months old, they are telling us that she is now in the 39th percentile. She is only at 11 pounds 9 ounces. She should be gaining about an ounce a day. And just about 2 weeks ago, her blood is no longer in her poop. So that was 12 days ago, actually. They tested her again, no more blood in the poop. But so now we had her at the gastroenterologist today, and she should have gained 12 ounces since the last appointment. Well, she's only gained 5 ounces. So she is fluctuating between either only gaining a couple ounces or actually losing weight at each appointment that we go to. So that's what we're dealing with her. She gets very fussy. She sometimes will eat 3.5 ounce bottle, and sometimes she will only take an ounce at a time. So it really just depends on how she's feeling. But I'm really disappointed today because the doctor at the gastroenterologist didn't really seem like I don't know if it felt like they didn't care, or if it was just that, I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm very upset and I'm very frustrated because while she is rapidly dropping from the 78th percentile in weight to the 52nd percentile down to the 39th percentile, they are all giving me the runaround. They're telling me that, oh, it's fine, you know, she'll be okay, we're not worried about it, we're not concerned. Okay, well, as her mother, I am very concerned because she should be gaining more weight than she is, and she is dropping rapidly in her percentiles, and I'm just not comfortable with that. And she's clearly in pain, and she spits up every bottle. She either spits up twice or she'll spit up 3 or 4 times. So at this point, I just don't know what else to do for her. The Prilosec is clearly not working for her anymore. They even had her having cereal in her bottle at one point because they said that the cereal was heavier and it would keep the acid down. And while it did keep the acid down, it was not allowing her to gain weight because she was getting full on the cereal and not drinking enough formula. And so she was not gaining weight, and she was actually losing weight when she was on the cereal. So they told us to stop doing the cereal in the bottle and to just do fortified formula. So right now they have us doing a little less water and her regular amount of powder for the making a formula bottle. Well, even fortifying her bottle and giving her more calorie dense formula is still not producing the results that we're hoping for. So we are starting now on this journey of finding out what is actually happening with her stomach. Why is her stomach not emptying into her small intestine in an acceptable amount of time? Why can we not figure out this acid reflux? why is she spitting up so much, and why is she not gaining the proper weight, and why is she falling behind on the weight growth curve. So there's a lot of questions and not a lot of answers at the moment, but I'm just trying to stay positive and trying to stay hopeful. They did give us some probiotic drops to put in her bottle, so I'm hoping that will help her stomach a little bit. I'm hoping that will give her some good bacteria in her stomach and start helping her to feel a little better. I feel terrible for her. She's just always in pain, and I hate to see her that way. We go back to the doctor though on Tuesday, which is September 11th, and that is for her 2-month follow-up, which she's actually a little bit behind on her 2-month follow-up. In the midst of all of her stomach issues, both her doctor and myself forgot to do a 2-month follow-up, a 2-month well visit. So we're gonna do that on Tuesday, and she's also gonna see the nutritionist again. So at that point we'll see what the nutritionist says as far as her weight gain again, and see if we need to fortify her formula a little further to give her some more calories, or if we need to add the cereal back into the bottle. We're going to discuss all of that on September 11th, so I will most definitely update everybody on that. And that's just about it for now. So if you have any questions or any suggestions as far as helping her with her acid reflux, any natural remedies, I'm always open for suggestions. I'm losing my faith in modern medicine here, and I am definitely always open to trying natural things. I prefer natural routes as opposed to modern medicine. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'm definitely open to hearing those, and please feel free to leave any comments and let me know if your babies are suffering from the same thing and what you've tried. And I hope you all have a great week. Talk to you soon. Say bye, Briella.